This is the story of the mysterious death of Andy Kaufman, a man who spent his entire life blurring the line between performance and reality. Andy Kaufman spent his entire career making people question what's real and what's not. While other entertainers wanted applause, Andy wanted uncertainty. He wanted audiences sitting in silence, wondering if what they were watching was brilliant, awkward, or completely insane. And that uncertainty followed him everywhere, on television, in interviews, even in private conversations with friends. By the early 1980s, Andy Kaufman had become one of the most unpredictable figures in entertainment. One night, he could be standing calmly on stage reading The Great Gatsby to a furious audience for hours. The next, he was inside wrestling arenas, insulting entire crowds, while people screamed at him to leave. But behind all the chaos, there was one idea Andy seemed obsessed with more than anything else: the perfect hoax. According to close friend and longtime writing partner Bob Zmuda, Andy constantly talked about disappearing, not for a few days, not for publicity, completely disappearing. Zmuda later claimed Andy once told him the only way to truly fool the world would be to fake his own death. And with Andy Kaufman, statements like that were impossible to ignore, because Andy never behaved like normal celebrities. He created fake arguments, fake breakdowns, fake identities, entire performances built around convincing audiences that fiction was real. Sometimes, even his closest friends couldn't tell when he was serious. Then there was Tony Clifton, the loud uncle and drunken yet offensive lounge singer that Andy claimed was a completely different person. Tony Clifton became one of the strangest parts of Andy's career. Sometimes Andy played Clifton, sometimes Bob Zmuda played Clifton, and sometimes people genuinely had no idea who was underneath the makeup. The character blurred identities so completely that reality itself became part of the performance. But one story connected to Tony Clifton would later become deeply unsettling. Years before Andy Kaufman's death, a bizarre comedy bit reportedly involved Tony Clifton dying at Cedars-Sinai Hospital in Los Angeles, the same hospital where Andy Kaufman would later actually die in 1984. For some fans, the coincidence felt disturbing, almost scripted, like another strange piece of a puzzle nobody could fully explain. Then came the diagnosis: a rare form of lung cancer, aggressive, fast-moving,